Okay, so you probably remember the periodic table, right? That giant, kind of intimidating chart from science class. But what if we stopped thinking about it as something to memorize for a test and started seeing it for what it really is? The story of our entire universe, told through its 118 essential building blocks.
I mean, what if each element had its own personality, its own role to play? Think about it, a cast of characters. You've got your common, everyday heroes, your super rare and glamorous A-listers, and even a few mysterious phantoms that barely exist at all. So today, that's what we're going to do. We're handing out superlatives for this incredible cast.
And to really get this whole cast, you gotta start right at the beginning. We're talking about the two elements that just completely dominate the cosmos. These guys are the undisputed titans of the universe.
The scale here is, well, it's just staggering. Take a look. Hydrogen and helium together make up 98% of all the normal matter in the entire universe. That means every other element, the oxygen we're breathing, the gold in a wedding ring, everything is crammed into that teeny tiny 2% slice. Cosmically speaking, almost everything we know is unbelievably rare.
Okay, so let's zoom way in from that cosmic scale all the way down to Earth. It's time to meet the common, affordable workhorses that build our bodies, our industries, and pretty much our entire world.
And here is the absolute MVP, carbon. It's the second most common element inside you and me. It literally fuels our world, and it's a key ingredient in basically every industry you can think of. And the price tag for the very foundation of life and modern civilization? About 10 cents a kilogram. It is, without a doubt, the ultimate building block.
And of course, we can't forget the elements powering the very screen you're looking at right now. You've got indium in the touchscreen and silicon in the computer chips. These are the quiet, unsung heroes that make our digital world go round, connecting all of us right this second.
Then you've got these two metals, the real backbone of our physical world. On one side, there's iron, the single most common element on Earth by mass and the literal steel in our skyscrapers, and it costs just 50 cents a kilo. On the other side, you've got its lightweight partner, aluminum, which is perfect for everything from soda cans to airplanes, and it costs just a couple bucks.
All right, we've met the everyday heroes. Now it's time to get a little fancy. It's time for the divas, the A-listers, the superstars of the periodic table, whose rarity makes them absolute treasures. Just get a load of this price jump. We start with super useful conductive copper at about $6 a kilogram. Then we take a huge leap up to silver, a staple for jewelry and even medicine, at $500. And then there's the big one, gold. For thousands of years, it's been a symbol of wealth, and it'll set you back a jaw-dropping $45,000 a kilogram.
So you might be thinking, okay, gold, that's the top, that's the peak, right? Well, not even close. There's another, even more exclusive club of metals out there that makes gold look almost common.
Welcome to the platinum group. Both palladium and iridium clock in with prices way higher than gold. But the undisputed king, the most expensive naturally occurring metal on Earth, is rhodium. At $150,000 a kilogram, its main job is, well, it's in your car's catalytic converter. Yep, just quietly cleaning up exhaust fumes. So far, every single element we've talked about is something you can actually find in nature. But now we're heading to the far end of the table, a really strange realm of radioactive, super fleeting, and completely man-made characters. Yeah, once you get past element 94, plutonium, you're in totally artificial territory. These elements just don't exist in nature. Scientists actually have to create them by smashing other atoms together in these giant particle accelerators, forcing brand new, unstable characters onto the stage, if only for a split second. And this is where the prices go from just expensive to, well, completely insane. For instance, a single kilogram of the isotope polonium-209 would cost an estimated $49.2 trillion. Yeah, you heard that right. That is more than double the entire GDP of the United States. Or how about californium? This one actually has some practical uses, like helping to detect metal fatigue in airplanes. And the price for that usefulness? Oh, just a cool $60 billion per kilogram, with a B. And then you have berkelium. At $185 billion a kilogram, you're probably wondering what amazing thing it does. Well, its only real use is to be smashed in a particle accelerator to help create the next, even heavier element on the table. It exists purely to push the boundaries of what we know. So why these completely unbelievable prices? This quote right here gets to the heart of it. We are talking about substances that are so rare and so unstable that, for some of them, humanity has only ever created a few individual atoms. They literally flicker into existence for less than a millisecond and then they're gone.
So let's pull back and just look at the whole cast one more time. From the most common element that makes up almost everything, to these substances that barely even exist, the periodic table contains a truly mind-bending range of characters.
This really puts it all into perspective. You start with hydrogen, element number 1, making up most of the known universe. Then you jump all the way to astatine, the absolute rarest character you can find in nature. Its most stable form only lasts about 8 hours. And then at the very, very end, you have Oganesson, the heaviest thing we've ever made, with a half-life so short it's less than a millisecond.
It's incredible, really. You can practically tell the entire story of our world with just 3 of these elements. You've got carbon, which is basically free and is the foundation of all life. You've got gold, which is wildly expensive and has become our timeless symbol of value. And then berkelium, with a price you can't even wrap your head around, representing our relentless push to the very frontiers of science.
So you see, in the end, it's so much more than that chart on the wall. It's a script, it's a map, it's the story of matter itself, from the birth of the very first stars to the complex chemistry that makes up life, all the way to the absolute edge of what we can create.
Each and every element tells a piece of that story, from the most common to the most fleeting. It really makes you wonder, as scientists keep pushing those boundaries, what incredible new characters are just waiting for us to write them into the next chapter.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and tell me in the comments which elements were your favorite.